What's up, guys? We're here with Travis. We're teaching him beginner SEO. He's going through day two
Day two.
of learning. So right now we're just showing him how to kind of pick up what the important ranking factors are on Google. One of the big ones is of course, the mobile-friendly aspect. So if you guys don't know this, you can go to this tool called SEO Centro and go to what is it? Usability, I think. And right here it says no media queries, which I think has to do with it being responsive or not. Let's just double check. So if we go into here too, there's another tool you could use called SEO Site Checkup. The problem with this is if you want to use this all the time, it's like $20 a month, which is not that big of a deal. We could get it if you wanted to use this instead.
Okay.
But if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see. Still going. And this is a good way to learn too, man, is like if you just go into this and just start looking at what it's picking up. Like, oh, it has a title tag. And it'll actually tell you why that matters. Meta description, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll show you like all the keywords that they're using.
Okay.
And it's good for competitive research too. But if you keep scrolling, you'll see right here, doesn't use media queries. So same thing. So if it says doesn't use media queries, then you know that it's not responsive, which means that it's not mobile friendly. So like I said, you could easily call these people and be like, hey, look, you're not mobile friendly. We could fix this for you. Sell you a new website for like $4,000 or whatever you want to, But generally, lawyers will be willing to pay a lot more.
Yeah.
And
Makes
then,
sense.
yeah. So
Sweet.
what were some of the other ones, man?
Let's see. So, let me go to my notes. Just a couple key terms and stuff. Let's see. Okay, so I talked to you about the mobile pages. So how exactly do you get link juice for your
Link
websites?
juice. So
Is that
depending,
through like different posts, like on social media and stuff, or?
yeah. So it depends on whether you're looking for external links or internal links, and the difference is with internal links, you're passing your link influence or link juice or page authority, whatever you want to call it. There's all these different terms you can use within your own assets. So like for instance, if we go to here, and I'm not going to use this site. I'm going to use this site because this site's doing their SEO really well, and you can use this as a template.
Okay.
You'll see. So they're on the homepage. They have computer repair, and then they're linking internally to their other important pages. We kind of talked about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see they're linking to virus removal, and then of course that goes to that page. So they're passing some influence from the home page to that page, right?
Okay.
So I'll just show you this app, and you should get this. It's free.
What's it called?
It's called Screaming Frog.
Okay.
And what you can do is you can put a URL in here like this. See this? And you can start crawling the whole entire website, right?
Okay.
So now we can see all the different HTML pages or elements. And you can see there's a bunch of title tags. You can see all the freaking header tags and the whatever else you want to look at. But one of the things that you do want to look at is the site structure. So if you go into your website and you have URLs that are more than 1 to 2 clicks in depth, and what that means is the home page is 0, right? Because
Yeah.
if you go to the home
Exactly.
page, there's no clicks. It's
Yeah.
just you're just there. It's already but
Straight to the point.
1 to 2 clicks in depth. This would be 1 click in depth because
Yeah.
it's from the home page. So if we click on this, and then there's another link to another page, that would be 2 clicks in depth, right?
Oh, got you.
So you
Okay.
want to make sure that your main pages are not
Have-
more than 1 to 2 clicks in depth.
Okay.
Because Google's going to, like I said, Google's spiders, what they do is they crawl the page, they hit one of these links, and then they go to that. And then they, of course, do that, and then go to the next one. So they crawl entire sites like based off the internal linking structure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can pass a lot of authority. Also, you get authority by externally linking to other like websites. So you see how these are. This is internal link to the virus removal page. This is internal link to the computer service page. This is an external link to, meaning it's going out to Google. So this is going to their Google Maps.
Okay.
So by externally linking, you actually become more relevant as well. So if you do 2 to 3 internal links, so to other pages per 1,000 words, and 2 to 3 external links per 1,000 words, you generally go up in relevance, and you're also passing more authority.
Okay.
The other way to get link, quote unquote, link juice or page authority, whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
is you get links from other sites, and then a lot of that has to do with like, are you sharing your stuff on social media? Are you reaching out to other people and asking them for some sort of sponsorship or whatever? The only thing you want to make sure you're not doing is paying for links. So if anybody says,
Okay.
"Hey, buy a link on our site for $10," you want to avoid that, because Google's actually able to pick up whether or not people are paying for links, because other people will be buying those links as well.
Pay-per-clicks, yeah.
No, pay-per-click search engine marketing. So,
Oh, gotcha.
like buying links would be like if I went to you and I'm like, "Hey, Travis, I saw you have an iPhone repair site. I have a computer repair site. If you want to put your an ad with a link back to your website so you can rank higher, I'll let you have that for $20 a month."
Ah, I see.
But if I'm willing to do that for you, who else am I willing to do that for?
Yeah.
And Google specifically says not to do that. So if they pick up on that and I get hit with a penalty, you also get hit with a penalty.
Oh, shit.
And then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you basically only want to do outreach for, and that's why you have to be careful, like with the links you build. Is like, I try not to spend too much time doing that stuff unless it's like really, really high quality websites that I know are not going to be selling links to people.
Yeah. Makes sense.
We got 17 people viewing right now. What up, guys? This is
awesome.
actually not how to get SEO clients. This is learning SEO for beginners. All right, what's your next question, man?
Okay, so we covered link juice, importance of mobile. Let's see. How about we go over schema markup?
Ooh, you want to dive into that?
Yeah.
Okay. So schema, there's two types of schema. There's microdata and there's JSON LD. So microdata is the stuff you'll see on a website. So if we go into here, I'll show you the iPhone repair site. With Squarespace, you can't do JSON LD, meaning, okay, so JSON LD you actually can't see because it's in the header of the code. So if we look at the page source, and there was JSON LD, that's just like, like a different form of code. So like there's JavaScript, there's,
Yeah.
So JSON LD is its own language, or markup or whatever you want to call it. So if you go in here, you would be able to see it here, but you wouldn't be able to see it on the actual page. That's what JSON LD is. For microdata, you can actually see it. So this is microdata, but that's also schema. So you could take the same stuff right here and put it into JSON, which you wouldn't be able to see on the page, but it would be in the header of the code.
Oh, gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So one of the things that you want to have is, if you're a local business, you want to make sure that you're using schema markup that says you're a local business. Yeah. So you'll see this is the description, and I'll show you what this looks like. So you can use something called the structured data testing tool. So if we go over here, this will actually show you what elements you're marking up on a website. So you can pull this from any website. If they're not using schema, that's one of those things you can instantly say, hey, we can help you with that. So you'll see right here, local business, and it says there's warnings next to it. There's some things that they'll change like the standards of. So maybe they change like, oh, you have to have an image now. And then so then you have to go ahead and fix that. Like, how I'm telling you with like Google, they're always changing things. Yeah. So they might add like a new what it would be called, like standard, where you have to go and add that. So if we go into here, and for some reason I have two local oh, you know why this is? Why? This is because Squarespace actually updated their content management system to automatically include schema, which is really annoying because it makes it like you can't adjust it. So like there's different types of more specific schema markup. So there's local business, which is just for everybody. Yeah. But you can actually go in for certain businesses and say this is an iPhone repair company. Okay. So if we go into here, we have to find which one's the microdata. And the way you can tell is if it's below the end head tag. So if we go into here, let's check this one. So right here. So with the microdata, so the stuff you can actually see on the page, it won't say JSON LD in it. It'll just be like, it'll just show like item prop, item scope. You'll know more about this once you start seeing it, but you'll see that these are actually things you can see right here. Okay. And the cool thing is, like, if you go into here and you want to see like the things that people are marking up, you can just click on it and it'll take you to it. And if there's errors like this, you can actually go in and like add. Well, we won't talk about it right now, but this is how you can see it. And then if there's any errors, you can just go ahead and change it. And the way you get this stuff is there's different tools that'll let you add it. So you can just like look up like local business markup generator, and it'll just give you the code. You just like literally just plug in your different stuff. So we go to there, and then it literally says like, here, look, it's an auto body shop and the business name, and you just fill it out.
So you just punch it all in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then at the end it just gives you the code, and you just copy and paste it into the website.
Got it.
So that's schema. There's a bunch you can do though, man. Like schema is probably not where you want to start because there's so much. Like you can mark up. So if we go here, I'll show you. So if we go here, you can see we have reviews, about, blog, contact. All of those pages are marked up with schema, so that Google knows what those pages are about. So if I type in reviews,
Yeah.
like this, you actually get star ratings underneath it.
Oh, gotcha.
Because you're marking it up. So you can do that with your products. So like if we went into here, and this website really needs to be redesigned. You can see all of these are the reviews I have, but then I just go into the website, and like I said, you can just take it back over to structured data testing tool, put this in here, and then right here, I just made it as a product, so it's just like SEO services.
Okay.
And then 42 reviews, and that's just right there. And the same thing with the actual services. So you can go in here. So say you got 5 reviews about Android repair. You can go in there, do the same thing, mark this page up, and just change the code right here. So if you go right here, we could just change this to Android repair. Talk like what it is. Like we do these reviews are for the Android repair we do in Santa Barbara. And then we would change the brand name to iPhone repair, Santa Barbara. And then we would just put how many reviews that we have. So we would put, say we had, out of all the 40 reviews we had, we only had 5 for Android repair. So we would put 5 with all 5-star ratings.
Yeah.
And then literally all we'd have to do is just copy this and paste it into the page. And then what would happen, and also you have to make sure that those reviews are showing on the page, because if they're not, you can actually get a penalty.
Okay, yeah.
Because then it just looks like you're just trying to game the system.
Yeah.
But if that goes well and Google picks it up, and you do look for the site, this will actually have star ratings underneath it. So when people look for this, not only will Google probably rank you higher for it, but they'll also be more likely to click on it because they see that you actually have reviews and star ratings.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's something you can do that a lot of people, they don't know that you can do. So there's like a lot of cool things you can do with schema, but it's like all about learning like the little things.
Yeah,
and it's like I said in the beginning, all of these things are like 1% boost, 2% boost. These aren't like the main issues.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if this title tag isn't optimized, which is the easiest thing to do, and you're doing schema markup, which one's going to matter more? Probably the title tag, because if this says Apple's iPhone repair Santa Barbara, and you're doing reviews for Android repair, you're not even going to show up, but you're going to have the star rating. So you want to make sure you take care of the things that really matter first.
Of course.
Any more questions?
I think that's it for now. Went over most of my questions that I was having most troubles with yesterday.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah. So, there's a lot that you're gonna need to freaking study. A lot of it's like the basic on-page stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll show you a good example. So, like, I did an experiment one time where I was trying to rank for Maryland search engine optimization because it has like 2,000 monthly searches. You can see I'm number 1 right here. One of the biggest things that you want to really try to do if you're trying to rank locally, since you're going to be getting the local project for the web design, is you want to try to get things that Google already knows is pretty much true from other authoritative sources. So what I did is I just went to Wikipedia and I found things that Google already knows is true because they're ranking Wikipedia number 1 for like Maryland if you type in Maryland.
Yeah.
So I just said bordering Virginia, West Virginia, and Washington. You know what I mean? This is like you don't want to completely copy the text.
Yeah, you didn't copy it, but you put it in your
But
own
I put
words.
it in my own words.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you just want to take like the general like themes, overlapping themes, and kind of incorporate them in your own words.
Right. So that's what's really important is you'll see a lot of the people who are ranking really high locally for things.
Yeah.
They're talking a lot about the area. Sometimes they'll talk about like the weather. Sometimes they'll talk about like, you know, the location that they're next to that a lot of people know about.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we're next to the Arlington Theater or something, we'd want to say that.
Yeah.
So for the web design project, and I think we should probably get it started. So I think what we're going to use is Squarespace because
Yeah, definitely.
I do want to get you familiar with what's it called? WordPress, but Squarespace is one of those things that is going to be a lot easier to get you set up like with.
Yeah.
To start. So if you click on one of these, we can just choose our templates. So we'll just choose this one for now. We can always change it.
Yeah.
So we'll just start with Horizon. And you'll see how easy this is. It's way easier than WordPress because it's literally just drag and drop.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll press start. Choose our industry. We can just skip this actually. Skip.
Yeah, this is just like a demo. Right?
And then site title, we'll call this Santa Barbara Web Design. Okay. Now one of the first things that we do want to do, let me just make sure I don't have an appointment coming up here. I've got to be out of here by 11:45.
Okay.
So if we go to keyword tool, and the login for this is in our spreadsheet, so we got to share that with you. But we'll type in Santa Barbara Web Design. And really we want to see which one has more searches, Santa Barbara Web Design or Web Design Santa Barbara. So that has 210. Mm-hmm. And one of the ways that you can really gauge whether or not a keyword's valuable is by looking at the cost per click people are willing to pay. So if people are willing to pay $9 a click,
it's valuable.
You know that's a valuable keyword. Yeah. If it has like 200 searches and nobody's paying for it, then you either hit the gold mine or there's something going on there.
Yeah.
Web Design Santa Barbara has significantly less. Now that doesn't mean if you rank for Santa Barbara Web Design, you're probably also going to rank for Web Design Santa Barbara, but we want to figure out what our main keyword is, so we're going to do Santa Barbara Web Design. You want this?
Yeah, try it out.
All right, so here we go. We got our basics going. We got the menu. And a lot of this stuff's really easy to edit. You just go up here, and it's literally just like drag and drop. You can just press edit, start deleting like things you don't want. So say we don't want tour, we can just get rid of it. There it is. Now that's gone. So before we start optimizing it, we want to make sure that we're all dialed in with our Google location, because that's the thing that, I told you a little bit about what KPI means, right?
No.
So KPI means key performance indicator. So if we know that our key performance indicator is local, like getting listed on the map, so if we type in Santa Barbara Web Design, watch. So do you think that we're going to pull more traffic from this or from this?
More traffic from rank 0, right?
Well, rank 0 is like the knowledge graph, like the snippet of text you see beforehand.
Probably more with the
This is called the local, some people call it the snack pack, some people call it the map listings. The reason why you usually make this your main KPI is because more people click on the maps than they click on organic listings these days, usually.
Yeah.
So that would be probably our first priority. And just by making a website doesn't mean you're going to show up there. So how you show up there is you go and you request a letter to the location that you're at. So what we already did is we're just going to go into Google My Business. So you have to actually log into a Google account. We'll click in here. Click in here. I don't know why my computer's lagging. Holy cow. You guys are killing my stream right now. Is Travis going to be an intern? Yes, he already is. I already commented. What schema do you recommend putting in the microdata? I don't know. It really depends on what you guys are marking up. That was so awkward.
All right, so yeah, like I was going to tell you, I do want like a little bit of hands-on experience.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely have like a lot more to study into it. But I just have to do that work too.
No, we discussed.